that the religions of monk never becomes obsolete. The religions of monk certainly never becomes obsolete, and that which becomes obsolete is not a religions of monk. Christianity has no religion with Jesus, and Buddhists have a no relation with Buddha. What do Jains have to do with Mahavir? What Mahavir said, it's still as bright as ever. But what the listeners heard has become obsolete. What is said is not always heard. When Buddha speaks, he speaks from his own states of mind. When you listen from your own state of mind. There is a big difference between the two. Buddha is standing on the top of a mountain, and you are lying in your dark trance. Buddha is speaking from the lofty peaks of light. You are listening in your deep darkness. What is the born from light? By the time it reaches the dark mind, it becomes something else. Then whatever you heard, scriptures are made from that. Then whatever you heard, seeds are formed from that. Do not consider what you heard as what the Buddha said. This is why the question arose. The meaning of Jainism is not what Mahavir said. Become to understand Mahavir, one has to become a Mahavir. Things above the level of the one's consciousness cannot be understood until the leaf of consciousness is raised. Even a small child can hear it. It is possible that someone is singing the Paris of love. Even a small child can hear it. But how can a small child understand love? Right now, the sources of his lust have to not awakened. They are asleep. You can take a small child to the temple of Khajuraho. He will see the status of naked man and woman. He will definitely see, but now feeling will arise in him from him. Perhaps he will ask, what is this? But you will not able to explain a sex or intercourse to him. He will be able to understand only when he is young. He will be able to understand only when he is mature. What is true about sex is also true about religion. To understand the religions of maturity is required. The maturity of meditations only when the essence of meditations repents. You can understand. Those who listened to Mahavir understood it in their own way. Jainism was formed on the basis of that way. This Jainism started to decay the very day and start to form. Its death started the very day it was born. All thought a Jain thinks it is related to Mahavir. A Buddhist thinks it is related to Buddha. A Christian thinks it is related to Jesus. There is no connections, not at all. These are rumors that people have heard. The original has been lost. It will be lost. To listen to that, the original, different kinds of talents, different kinds of windows is needed. An intellect brightened by the meditations is needed. A consciousness bathed in meditations is needed. To understand the Buddha, one has to be a Buddha to understand the Krishna. One has to be a Krishna. That is why the Buddha right to say the religions of monk never becomes obsolete, and the religions of two monks is not different, which can be becomes obsolete. What Krishna said, the language of difference, Buddha said, the same of language is different, the same things, and is said by Muhammad Paigambar. The language is different, and naturally, Muhammad Paigambar spoke in Arabic, and Buddha spoke in Pali, and Krishna spoke in Sanskrit. The language are different at different times in the flow of different symbols, different things. The different science has been used, but what has been said? Consider it like this, that may people pointed fingers towards the moon. The fingers are different, but the moon is one. If you emphasize on the fingers, confusion will arise. From that confusion, seeds are born. Hindu, Muslim, Jain, Buddhist. If you look at the moon, you will be forget the fingers. The finger should be forgotten. What do the finger have to be with the moon? It is enough that they pointed towards the moon. Now forget the fingers. Look at the moon. The moon is one. Finger will be formed and will be erased. The moon is always there. Eso Dhammo Sanantano. That is why Buddha says that the religions of Sant never becomes obsolete. And whenever a Sant is born, it is revived. The same religion become real again, incarnates again. The same religion which dancing in Krishna speak again in Buddha. The same religion sits silently in Ram. The same religion take different forms, blooms in different flowers, but the religion is one. And those who have eyes to see will see that one. They will not be able to confuse it because of the may. Buddha, the religions which we know definitely becomes obsolete. There is a root. The soul of man has become a fool, smelling because of their foul smell. The whole earth is filled with the stench because the crops of 300 religions are rotting, and because of attachment we do not even go to create those crops at the civilization ground. This is the religions of our forefathers. How you can criminate them? This conditions is like you. This conditions is like your mother dying in your house, and because of attachment you keep her crepes carefully in the house. Respect is a fine, but the crepes will have to be a curtain and the ceremonial ground. If you keep in it the house, you will be in trouble. The whole house will filled with stench. And if the attachments continuously, so many crops will accumulate in your house that there will be no place for living up people to live. Then your father will die, then your brother will die, then your wife will die, and not just your but your father's crops, their crops will peel up. Peels from crops will peel up. Then it will be becomes impossible for you to live in your house. The dead will kill you. This is the condition of man. It has become a part of the mind. It roots its decay, yet we do not threw it away. We have to crazy attachment to the past. And those who have a crazy attachment to the past have no future. Their future is dark. The one who is free from the past, only he can have a beginning of his future. When what is gone, let it go, so that whoever can come. Make a space, a clear the throne. Buddhas has been coming and will keep coming. If you keep cleaning to the old Buddhas, then the new Buddhas will be able to enter your door. Even if they knows, even if they knock, you will be not hear the knock. That is why you remain deprived on the internal religions. What you find in your hands is rubbish. You keep worshipping that the rubbish. What you will find in your hands is a collection of customers. Superstitious, and over the centuries, their way have changed so much that if Buddha were is to return today, he would not be able to recognize the Buddhist